Hey guys, how you doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our daily Bitcoin and Ethereum update for the DMT and Dominator indicators. Right, first off, over to the 15-minute DMT, you can see the sell line still sitting at 5,800. So that's not broken yet. I mean, if we hover around up here, we'll maybe start to move up a little bit around here, but we'll see what happens with the price because this is looking very head and shouldery, so we'll see what happens with that. 25-minute Dominator, so you can see 15-minute was a buy, 20-minute starting to curve back up, 25-minute not quite near a buy yet, so we'll be holding off on that one, see what happens. Ethereum 15-minute DMT, so that's actually gone into a sell, and we saw this yesterday, but it's still obviously hovering around up here. But you guys know we don't trade the 15-minute DMT on Ethereum. This is what we will be trading, the Dominator. Dominator took a sell, would have taken profit, and is currently in a sell, but looks like it may be coming back towards a buy. So we will see what happens with Ethereum. So yeah, things in the economy generally, just really quick. I'm just going to have a quick synopsis of what's going on. Here in the UK, we're basically just promising all sorts of money to everybody, which obviously all the socialists on Facebook, and by the socialists on Facebook I mean like basically everybody, all thinks is great. So yeah, so they're loving their free lunches. Obviously, we all anyone with a brain knows there's no such thing as a free lunch, but yeah, I guess these guys actually don't have brains. So we're going to see what's going to happen later on when there's a reduction of things to buy, a reduction of supply, but there's an increase in the amount of money chasing those goods, and we'll get like really high prices, and then their free money that they're getting isn't going to go up to reflect those high prices either. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a currency problem there. I'm properly not really going into too much detail, but these are just the gist of basically what's happening. So I mean, if this carries on, I think the future is definitely looking bright for Bitcoin, because I know that people try to talk about it being a store of value. I mean, things are always relative, so it may not necessarily seem like a store of value at the moment, but if the actual fiat currencies are going down in value so fast against basically everything else that isn't a fiat currency, then Bitcoin then becomes a store of value purely on the basis that it won't necessarily be going down as much, or even going down compared to like what's going to happen to fiat currencies now. They're just literally gone basically nuclear in their money creation, in their inflation of the money supply. So yeah, so I mean, it seems incredibly bullish to me. This is obviously what everybody in Bitcoin thinks anyway, but fiat currencies are all okay and fine and dandy basically until they're not. I don't think they necessarily go with like a pretty like straight like line down. I mean, like a steady decline. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're going to see some obviously huge volatility whilst they blow out, and obviously currencies as well between each other are relative pairs in much the same way that they're a relative pair against other assets, such as like silver, gold, and Bitcoin. So yeah, so as people are looking at Bitcoin with its recent price action, with stocks going down and Bitcoin going down, I mean, its safe haven qualities aren't basically measured against stocks, are they? They are measured against the actual currency. So basically, it's the value of it in dollars. So we will see what happens then with it, because I expect at some point there's going to be some serious dislocations in these currency markets, and that's going to have implications for basically assets priced in that currency. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. So anyway, remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'll be pretty busy for the rest of the day today, so there won't be any more videos today, but I'll have some more for you guys tomorrow. Yeah, the bots are still on, so like I'm saying, we're waiting for a close below 5,800, and we'll get a DMT sell trade. Dominator goes into a buy, goes up here into a buy, we'll get a buy trade. So we will see what happens in these markets, and I'll keep you guys updated. So thanks for listening, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.